you so much. This is my second episode as far as quantitative methods is concerned. So these quantitative methods, help us in many ways in our daily issues, in businesses, in making decisions. We make decisions based on analytical data that has been analyzed. It can be hard data, it can be any kind of data. But here I will be talking about functions, and I will be, in the last episode I talked about operations in functions, but now I will talk about the composite functions. So we shall have what you call composite functions. So I will explain it in simple words. A composite function is like when a wife and husband marry, they all become one, they are joined. So a composite function is basically a combination of one function with another function, like the example I have used. So a composite function, so you'll be having like fx, this is like a man, and g of x, this is a woman. So when these two things come together, they all form one thing, because when they are joined, they all become one after marriage. They are all one. So these two form one function. Let us run first to a solution or to a problem that there is in composite functions. So so we have an issue. We have f of x. If f of x is equal to 2x squared plus 3, and g of x is equal to minus x plus 1. So we shall find f into g of x. So here we say solution, whereby we shall say f g into x will be equal to the one that has dissolved the other is what you equate. So we shall say is equal to 2x squared plus 3, the value of what? Of f. So now we shall say f into g of x is equal to 2x squared plus 3. But what about f into, what is the value of this? The value of this is negative x plus 1, which gives us 2 in 2. Now this here has taken the place of x as far as fx is concerned. When you have fx, this is always our x, but now we have a different figure, which is f into minus x plus 1. So this means this has taken the place of what? Of x. So we shall replace this on every value of x, whereby we shall have 2 into minus x plus 1 squared plus 3. So we shall have minus x here plus 1 and minus x plus 1. Minus x that times this one, a negative times a negative, it stays a positive. X squared minus this one times here, we shall have negative x. Then minus this one times here, it is also minus x. This one times the other side, it is plus 1. This is x squared minus 2x plus 1. So that is our, we shall say 2 into x squared minus 2x plus 1 plus 3, giving us 2x squared minus 4x plus 2 plus 3. This gives us 2x squared minus 4x plus 5. That is our final answer. I think you have all seen the answer, and if you're noting, you can hurry up. Let me give you like 1 minute of noting.
Go.
Yeah, so here we have solved our question 1. Let us look at some other problem that you may encounter in the examinations. In the examinations, you can be given a question like this: if g of t is t squared plus 1, and g of x t squared plus 1, yes, and q of t. And q of t is equal to t inverse. Find q into g t. Now this is the same as the last one, but here we are just given, I know this will have to confuse you, but it is just something small. So solutions, our q of g into t is given by, what is the value of this? T inverse. So we just have our q into the value of gt. What is our gt? Our gt is t squared plus 1. But we shall now, here I have been explaining, you have something like q into t. Then when you are given something like this, q into t squared plus 1, you see this has taken the place of t, so you have to place this in all the values of t in a given question. So we shall have our t squared plus 1 inverse. This inverse is the same as, so this is a final question. Our final answer, or you can say, 1 over t squared plus 1. So that is our final answer. No. Then there is another problem. There is another issue. Yeah, and as you enjoy your day, remember to pray to God, reflect on Him. Is all that matters, Life without God is meaningless. So you have to, take time to talk to God. As you talk to God, you also have to mind business. So, yeah, we are given a question here. If f of x is x minus 1, here we have to begin. Let's begin and let's take maximum recognition and and g of x is equal to 1 over x plus 1. Then they are saying show that f into x squared plus g of x is equal to fx. This is a logical question. So this is a good question, but also logical, which says f of x times, show that f of x squared times g of x is equal to fx. Now here we shall first solve things that are complex. For example, we have our f into x squared. So this is what we want to know first, because it is known, right? Let us first know this. Now here we shall say f of x is given by x minus 1. Then what about f of x squared? It will be given by, we replace this here, x squared minus 1. Now that is sorted. So we shall say, considering the left hand side, we shall consider our left hand side, which is this, our f into x squared times our gx is equal to fx. What's the value here? Our value is x squared minus 1 times our gx, which is 1 over x plus 1. But mathematically, if you have an expression like this, x squared minus 1, it is the same as having x squared minus 1 squared, difference of two squares. So we shall have our x squared minus 1 squared times 1 over x plus 1. When you expand this, we shall have our x plus 1 and our x minus 1. Due to space issues, let me transfer this equation here. Let me transfer this equation somewhere. So here we can is equal to fx is equal to fx. So we can come back this side now. Yeah, we can come back this side and say from where we had stopped. So we can expand this now. Gives us x plus 1, same as x minus 1, times 1 over x plus 1. So when you reach at this point, you see this one resembles this. You cancel them out. So you stay with this one times 1. So it is x minus 1 equal to f of x. Then you come back to your initial question and see if f of x is this. If it is that, then mark yourself from your heart. So you say hence f of x squared times g of x gives you fx, because you've already proved it. Our next question, our next question will be of the same structure, but of a different type. So we have the question here. It is saying if f of x is equal to x squared minus 1, g of x is equal to 2x plus 1. Show that. Now you'll see how a composite function can be used to state a question for you. F into gx is equal to 4x into x plus 1. So they want you to just prove that this is equal to this. So you say, considering the left hand side, f of g into x will be equal to the value of f. What is it? X squared minus 1. So our f into gx, what is our gx? This 2x plus 1 will be equal to, we shall expand this, x plus 1 squared minus 1. So when you expand this now, let us go step by step such that you can all understand in your capacities. X plus 1. So this 2 times this one will become 4x squared. 2x times this will become 2x. 1 times it will become 2x. 1. So this is 4x squared plus 4x plus 1. So here we shall have our 4x squared plus 4x plus 1 minus 1. This will have to cancel. And then we shall have we shall say, so our f into gx will be equal to our 4x squared plus 4x. But you first look at the equation that was given at first, this. So that means you have to factorize and pull out the common factor, which is 4x. When you pull out 4x, this becomes x. You see? Then this becomes 1. Because if you put it in again, it will produce this same question. Hence, f into g into x is equal to 4x into x plus 1. That is another problem. We have various problems like this, and they are, you need to know them. You need to know them. And in life is a big field where you have to discover your passions and potentials and your abilities. Life is a wide field where we have to enjoy what God has given us. Discover yourself, take a journey to self-discovery, and you will actually live a life that is worth living. So we also have another issue. It is saying if f of x is given by if f of x is given by 2x over x minus 1, yes, and g of x, no, that's not the question. We are still on composite. We're still on composite. There is an issue that we had last lesson. It said if fx is equal to 1 over x, show that f into x plus h minus f into h is given by minus h over x squared plus hx. I think it will confuse you guys. Let me put it on the same plane. Minus h over x squared plus hx. Solution. When you're given such a number, what comes to your mind is proving what is on the right, what is on the left side, whether it is equal to what is on the right hand side. So you say considering the left hand side. Our left hand side is given by fh plus x plus h, fx plus h minus f h. They want you to show that it is equal to minus h over x squared plus h. But first, let us first solve this now, because we don't know what this represents, but we know what this represents. This is supposed to be x. Yeah, this is supposed to be x, not h. This is x. Yeah, sorry for the inconvenience. This is supposed to be x. So our f into x is given by what? 1 over x. Then what is our f into x plus h? We substitute this in the values of x. 1 over x plus h. That is covered. So we come here. So from f into x plus h minus f into x is equal to negative h x squared plus h. So you can neglect this for now. You say it is equal to, what is the value of this? The value of that is 1 over h plus h minus the value of 1 over x. Now when you reach this level, you have to cross multiply, or you have to find the LCM, whereby I have a method where I use the sum and the product over the product. So this one times this one is x. You cross multiply from here, then you later multiply the product. So this one times here, it is x minus this times this one. You put it in bracket first, x plus h over the product of this, which gives you x squared plus xh. When you expand it now, after expansion, what does it give you? This becomes what? A minus. This x minus x minus h. You cancel these. This is a 0 over x squared plus xh. You get an answer, xh x squared plus hx. Hence, this equal to the other one. So that is the easiest way of trying to prove these small things. There is another question. Lecture Semkono gave us. That is a good lecture, so we shall be looking at it. He gave us a question which said fx is equal to 8 over x cubed. Let's go slow by slow. Gx is given by x squared, right? And q of x is given by x cubed minus 10. The question was, question 1, find q into f to negative 2 plus g of 2. Now here you must first know what is the value of this. If you want to solve this now, what is the value of this when it is x? Q of f into x will be given by, what is the value of q? X cubed minus 10. Yes? Then what is the value of x? This is q into fx, which is 8 over x cubed, which will be given by, this will be substituted in the value of x, where we shall have 8 over 10 x cubed minus 10. Now here, this is a very good question and a very good thing. So here, if you apply into this, is 2 cubed over x cubed, 10 cubed minus 10. This will all cancel. shall have 2 over x minus 10. Pause. So when you reach here, actually, I have found out one thing. Before I break it down into pieces, having this is the same as having 8 cubed and x cubed into cubed. So minus 10, which gives us what? When you get 8 cubed over x to the power 9 minus 10. So what is 8 cubed? Let us first leave that. Let us bring in this now. What is the calculator? You have to calculate that. But now we are on 2 now. 2 f negative 2 minus let us first find out this now. When you find out that is 8 to the power cubed, then minus 2 here, but to the power 9, then minus 10, you get the values. After getting the values, you add the value of g into 2, where you put 2 here and square it, then you add the answer there. So that is how it is done. So we shall finalize. So we were talking about composite functions. Thank you so much for watching this episode. We shall see in the next episode, where we shall be talking about the inverse of functions. The inverse of functions.